Hello, so in today's video we are trying to go ahead and explain some of the most common mistakes that anybody could be making on this new game, Konosuba Fantastic Days. One is to understand how sub work in this game. Like for example here, you go to your party, you can express some info and that should show you everything that's going on with your character. So as you see, one of the two characters that I have in sub is going to be plus 10%, the other one does not. That plus 10%, it is a same character bonus, means that if you have a character like Melissa and you're using a 3-star Melissa or another 4-star Melissa, from the banner, which is the bikini version of her, you should be getting 10%. Of course, 4 stars do have better stats than 3 stars, so you'll always try to go for a 4-star if it's available, like with Melissa. But most other characters only have 3-star variants of themselves, aside from the 4 stars, of course. Like I believe there's only one 4-star Darkness, one 4-star Aqua. I think Melissa is one of the few ones that have 2 4-star variants. So yeah, it's like in Melissa you can definitely go for another 4-star if you are lucky enough to pull her. The other stat, it's one that I really like for almost any DPS character, Leah, the Rising Idol. If you see on the right side, it says straight, that will pass on to the character even though it is placed as a sub. So in this scenario, she is placed as a sub and the trait is super gauge boost. So by putting it on Melissa, I am getting her trait, which is the dark attack EXP boost, the fire attack boost, which comes from the other variant. Since there is only I believe one dark variant of Melissa, this is I'm just using it to boost the stats since I don't have another Melissa. And the last one is going to be the super gauge boost, which is 50% super gauge fill rate, which comes from Leah. So that you can use it on almost any DPS. I don't really recommend it on healers since you want your DPS to have more access to their super skills. And here, for example, we have Megumin on the other hand, which has 2 different Megumins as a sub. So you're getting a plus 20% on top of the stat boost that each one of them gives you. So this one is one of the most popular for her since it's a 3-star, so it's the most stat boost that you can get for her at the moment. And she gives you a magic attack boost. The other one is going to, the other 2-star Megumin is going to give you a fire attack boost. So that is a lot of the extra damage for her. You should always try to upgrade the sub characters as well. That way that increase that they offer is going to be a little bit bigger. So in this situation, there's another Megumin that you could use that is also pretty easy to get because I believe it's another 2-star, I'm sorry. So it's this one, and what she gives you is a lightning attack boost, and as our 4-star Megumin does not do any lightning attacks at all. And even if she did her main skill, which is explosion, it's a fire attack, this is useless for her. So we try to avoid this. Don't use this one if you have a 4-star Megumin, that is just a waste. So you either use this one right here, which is the Archwizard, which is a 2-star, or if you're not lucky enough to pull off 2-star, you can always go for the one that they offer you for free, which is a 1-star, but it still gives you the extra fire attack boost, so it's still worth it. It's still way better than the 3-star Megumin. And healers, of course, same thing, just go for 2 copies of the same character and that should be good enough. For weapons, this one actually gets unlocked later in the game once you start ranking up a little bit more. And at first you will only have available some of the 3-star, 2 stars and 3 stars weapons, which are pretty decent as well. I believe, let's see, this one is the first one that you get is a 1-star. Then you can get this 2-star with a little more effort than the 3 stars. Always try to go for the 3 stars. I haven't done that yet, but here, for example, this one gives you a fire attack boost, but if you can, try to aim for kind of like this variants, the 3-star variants for the character that you have. Unfortunately, at this moment there is not a fire attack boost for the 3-star, so if a character that needs a sword, that is a fire attacker, probably not unlocked. But for Megumin, for example, you have this one right here, which is a fire staff, which gives you an extra boost of a 9%, and this one, which is a 4-star, which gives you 12%. This one is probably the best one for the easier one and best one to get. Definitely this one is much better, but it's something that you get you're gonna have to work a lot for, and probably early in the game, anywhere close to early in the game, you're not gonna be able to get it. So just try not to focus too much on this one. If you can, try to kind of like run this quest as much as possible. The hard ones give you only 3 chances a day, so every single day try to go ahead and do it. If you have a Megumin, if you have a Melissa, you are probably going to try to go for this one or this one. This one, however, is for Arena. You get it from Arena. So this one currently there's not any quest because you can only buy it from the Arena shop. This one is probably your best and easiest one to get for most people, so you definitely try to go for this one or this one. This one's still pretty decent as well if you want to go for a 3-star at the very least. And this one should also be purchased from the Arena, but it should be much easier to get. We can go and check it out from the Arena. Yeah, here you can get you get 500 to begin with, so this one is extremely easy to get. For example, right now I could buy it. I'm probably gonna buy it a little bit later when I finish seeing if I can get something else instead, so I can use those coins for something else. But if you're really struggling in the game, definitely go for it. Don't even question it. It's definitely gonna be worth it. And aside from that, always try to enhance your characters. For your main ones, try to upgrade your skills, try to promote them as much as possible. You can only promote them 5 times, so definitely do that right away. By running as much as you can from this quest. If you accidentally redeem this one, so they send you from gift the 400 stamina, definitely try to run as many as you can from this free quest on the relics. Since like for example here, try to do the higher level that you can, and if you are really close to skilling up your characters, do it a couple times. Go ahead, level up your characters, and then go back, try a higher stage, see if you can complete it at least 1 time with 3 crowns. That way you can just use the tickets on that one, and it's gonna be way more valuable than using doing it in a lower stage multiple times at once. Yeah, and they give you a lot of tickets, so you can definitely go ahead. Always try to go for the limited ones on the very top. There's no reason why you should not. here in story, try to collect them as much as possible. They give you rewards, so that's very valuable, especially early game when you need more units. Unless you already have everything that you need, then just save them for later in the game, since most likely they're gonna be releasing new characters. If I'm not wrong, the current one has how many more days? 15 days pretty much. So in 15 days they should be rolling out new characters. So here as well, this one's the adventure medals. You can buy one guarantee 4-star tickets, and how you get those medals is by going here on team, and you go to reserves, and this one normally it will show you all the copies of the same character that you have. You just select them all, just press on them, and then you can press release, and that character is gonna give you be converted into coins, or well, you get coins by releasing them. So once you get 1,000 coins, you can definitely go ahead, and as you see, 4 stars give you the most amount of coins, and 3 stars give you the most amount of coins out of the normal ones. If you have a lot of copies of 4 stars, I would definitely not recommend you doing this, since you can also use the reserves to increase your characters. Like for example here, if I wanted to upgrade her skills, if I had 1 copy, I could scale it by 3, so that's really worth it for that one character. But yeah, so that's most of the information that you need to know early game. Just try to run relics to at the very beginning the most, since they are gonna allow you to enhance your character the most. Try to, when you get available, start smithing for the best weapons that you can. Also, you can go to the jewelry and try to, even if you only get the lower tier ones, you can still do it just for the main stats. Most of this require materials. Most of the materials should be really easy to get, since they are not really that rare. So you can definitely just craft them to increase the stats of your characters. That's pretty much all you need to know from the game to begin with. That's most of the stuff that I feel like most people are confused about. Also, jobs in here, try to put the 3 characters that you are using the most. Like for example, my main characters are Melissa, Megumin, and Ami, so I put them there just because that gives you extra affinity. Aside from the gift that they give you, they also gain affinity from this, so that is definitely strong. And affinity, if you don't know, affinity should be able to give you kind of like attack and defense boost to your character the more affinity you have. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that you should need to know for this game. I hope this was of any help to you. Let me know in the comments if you need any more guides or tips for the game, or what else you want to see. And I hope to see you in the next game.